Right now, mini PCs are flying off the shelf as their cost to performance ratio begins to match and, dare we say, exceed that of a standard desktop PC. Now gamers are looking for the financial edge by purchasing premium gaming mini PCs for around the $1,000 mark. We here at Techie Tech News took that as a challenge and have found 6 of the best offers that you just can't refuse. Hey, I'm Jim with Techie Tech News, and these are the best gaming mini PCs of 2025. Links to these products will be provided in the description box below, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more product review videos. At Techie Tech News, we evaluate products for you, so you don't have to. Beelink SCR9, Best Integrated GPU Mini PC. If small, svelte, and equipped with a powerful iGPU are your goals for a mini PC, you will want to check out what Beelink has done with the SCR9. It makes use of a brand spanking new Strix Point APU, and it's a bit of a barnstormer in this configuration. The APU in question is a Ryzen AI9 HX370. And with 12 cores total, 4 running up to 5.1 GHz and 8 compact cores running at 3.3 GHz for efficiency, it's a powerful processor in its own right. But it's the iGPU that we're really interested in here. And the Radeon 890M handily beats the previous top iGPU, the Radeon 780M, by a considerable margin. And it really should do, to be honest. It's got 25% more compute units, RT cores, and shader units compared to its aging sibling, meaning that as far as iGPUs go, it's AMD's top performer. Cyberpunk 2077 saw the biggest increase in our review, delivering 88 frames per second at medium settings with FrameGen and FRS on balanced at 1080p. And while you still need to lean on upscaling goodies to get the high frame rates in very demanding games, that is the best performance that we have seen out of an iGPU to date. It's virtually silent for most of the time, even when it's under heavy load. Now the only thing upgradable here is the SSD, so those looking for something with plenty of upgrade potential will be disappointed. Unsurprisingly, given the hardware on offer here, it is not cheap, sitting at $999. But if you desire an iGPU that can truly deliver, the Beelink SCR9 is an absolute top pick. And in the future, if you need to find more tech deals, simply visit TechieTechDeals.com. Anio Retro Mini AM2, Best Retro-Focused Mini PC. To date, we have never seen a mini PC invoke so many wide-eyed exclamations of interest. For the Retro Mini AM02, the handheld specialist by Anio has gone to town for retro styling, and at one glance of its charming exterior is all it takes to make you go ooh. It certainly makes it the best looking mini PC by virtue of, well, I mean, just look at it. It's a gunmetal gray homage to the original Nintendo Entertainment System, complete with a tidy front flap which conceals USB and headphone ports and a dinky top screen LCD display. This displays detailed system info and enables you to switch between TDP presets, with the future potential for visual customization. It adds to the neat looks, and once you've had it set up, the whole machine pleases by simply just being there. Now the beauty isn't just skin deep, as the Retro Mini AM02 is built around AMD's Ryzen 7 7840HS, and it gets its kicks by its Radeon 780M. This puts it in the same 1080p league as most competing machines, with one caveat. While the 78040HS generally runs at a TDP between 35 and 54 watts, Anio limits this to only 47 watts, which results in a top turbo clock speed of 4.7 GHz, rather than the chip's theoretical maximum of 5.1 GHz. But to be honest, it's no great loss. And set against similar APUs on other machines, it only drops about 1 to 2 FPS in more demanding and heavyweight games. What sets it apart from similarly spec'd mini PCs is the unique level of out-of-the-box tweakability. The Retro Mini AM2 ships with ASpace 2.0 pre-installed, which is the main interface for Anio's handheld gaming PCs. It runs at Windows boot, bundling all of your installed games in an easy-to-access single library, and offers a ton of power and speed customization options. Minisforum Venus UM790 Pro, Best Budget Mini PC. When it comes to mini PCs, most gaming mini PCs can run games comfortably at 1080p. The Minisforum Venus UM790 Pro is the best budget mini PC that we've seen, and it represents one of the most affordable options to meet this gaming threshold. The APU at its heart is AMD's Ryzen 9 7940HS. It's a fantastic chip, wielding 8 cores and 16 threads, which can hit a turbo clock speed of 5.2 GHz. And folds the mighty little Radeon 780M into its design. Now, it has since been superseded by the newer Ryzen 9 9845HS, but you won't see a generational shift in performance between the two. The UM790 Pro will happily run most modern games, well past the playable 30 FPS plus mark at 1080p. And default medium settings can certainly go higher if you tweak down those extra details. Forza Motorsport ran smoothly at 47 FPS. Cyberpunk 2077 sees around 48 FPS, while Warhammer 3's Battles hits around the 42 FPS mark. Now, at the same settings with indie games and older, and even less demanding titles, things ramp up most agreeably, with Stray running anywhere comfortably from 45 to 60 FPS, Soulstone Survivors range anywhere from 45 to 90 FPS, and Doom Eternal seeing anything from 75 to 95 FPS. There are 2 TDP settings in the BIOS which run the APU at different wattages. Balanced runs at 54 watts while performance bumps it up to 56 watts. We're not quite sure why they added this to begin with, considering the performance difference and temperature difference was negligible, so we suggest you just bump it up to the performance setting. Overall, for the money, we can't believe the amount of performance we get out of this little box. So if you're looking for an excellent 1080p gaming mini PC at an even better price, in fact the best price possible, the Venus UM790 Pro is your best pick. Minisforum Neptune HX80G, best value mini PC. Minisforum has really hit a mark with their Neptune line of mini PCs, as they are one of the lowest costing units with an actual discrete GPU, and right now at only $619 US. This particular unit is just too good to be true. Now, we can admit that the AMD Ryzen 7 5800H CPU is a little dated, as is the AMD Radeon RX 6600M discrete graphics card. But the performance you render from these components are still very much valid today. This setup will eat anything at 1080p resolution, and we mean at full rasterization. For example, we saw 120 FPS while playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Thankfully, you can play at 2K with this system, but it depends on the game and obviously it will lower your frame rates. We ended up buying a couple of these units for our office to assist in our video editing, and it certainly works well for that task, though it wasn't mind-boggling fast. Other components like RAM and SSD slots are easily accessible through the housing, and it's certainly quite easy to tear into these units. Just take your time and it's all easy peasy. Ultimately, this is a solid gamer, and if you game with more modern games at 1080p and you want the best and highest frame rates for that resolution for the lowest price possible, this is absolutely the best unit to get. Asus ROG NUC 970, best 4K mini PC. Like the Atom Man G7 PT, the ROG NUC from Asus packs a discrete GPU, which pushes it to the larger end of the scale for a mini PC. But it's the most powerful graphics silicon that you're going to find in a small chassis, making the Asus ROG NUC 970 the best mini gaming PC on the market. Just don't expect it to be anything close to cheap. Still, we class these machines as mini PCs, as they were willfully compact and powered by mobile computing components. Geared towards high-end laptops, the Intel Core Ultra 9 185H CPU offers a mix of efficient and performance cores, with the purpose of drawing reduced wattage in times of low demand and ramping them up when games and apps require them to. The ROG NUC 970 pairs with the NVIDIA RTX 4070 mobile GPU, which features 4608 shader units and running at a boost clock of around 1695 MHz. And let's not forget its 8 GB of dedicated VRAM to play with. And while it doesn't share the same vital statistics and grunt as its desktop namesake, it's still a solid GPU, comfortably outperforming the RX 7600 MXT found in the Minisforum Atom Man G7 PT, and it pushes the ROG NUC's capabilities into genuine 2K and even 4K territory. It also handles ray tracing well, and as it's an RTX 40 series RTX GPU, it benefits from DLSS 3 and frame generation in games that support them. We were able to hit 76 FPS in Cyberpunk 2077 at 1440p using ray tracing ultra presets, with DLSS and frame gen enabled. And that really can't be scoffed at. We even got a solid average of 72 FPS in Helldivers at 1440p resolution, and again at those top settings. Now, it's probably a better 2K setup with a healthy 120Hz monitor than any 4K setup, but it will run many games at 4K and at 60 FPS, depending on the settings and the game itself. But regardless, if you want the best mini gaming PC that you can buy, this is the one for you. Minisforum Atoman G7 PT, best overall mini PC. Being more than capable of proper 1080p gaming performance and practically anything else that you may want to do with your PC. This Minisforum Atoman G7 PT is the best mini PC around, housed in a compact chassis and mounted in a vertical stand. The Atoman G7 PT is larger than your average mini PC, but it's still diminutive in terms of a desktop footprint. The G7 PT represents performance leap from its regular mini PCs, as it comes with a discrete mid-range laptop GPU, and in form of Radeon's RX 7600M XT, with 2048 shader units, 32 compute units, a memory bus of 128 megabits, a clock speed of 2600 MHz, and 8 GB of dedicated VRAM. It is a strong 1080p performer. Now, it can run games at 2K, but be prepared to notch down some of those graphic settings to keep the frame rate smooth. In all honesty, 2K is more of the playground for Nvidia's RTX 4070 Mobile, a costlier and more performance mobile GPU that you will find in the Asus ROG NUC 970. Now, processing duties are handled by the Ryzen 9 7945HX, running at a default TDP at just around 65 watts and featuring 16 cores and 32 threads and a turbo clock speed of 5.4 GHz. It is a bit of a monster, and while it does drive games fantastically, it is really geared to do way more. It is equally as competent as doing video rendering, and it will actually put many desktops to shame at this process. You can even bump up the TDP to 85 watts by hitting the turbo button on the G7 PT's front panel. And though you'll feel the benefit more in productivity tasks, you'll find it less so in gaming. But when it comes to gaming, 1080p is where this G7 PT shines. You can expect solid 60 plus FPS in most modern titles, with the details set at the ultra mark, with many of them actually shooting past the 100 frames per second mark. We had a Plague Tale Requiem set to 1080p Ultra running at 76 FPS. We had Doom Eternal at 1080p with Ultra settings blazing along at 172 FPS. Take the money that you would save from this unit and put a little bit more into a high refresh rate 1080p monitor. And that is probably the main reason why we would pick this as the best gaming mini PC overall. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this well-reviewed list of gaming mini PCs, with one being right for you. Still, if you're unsure as to which model that you should choose, just simply comment down below and I will personally assist you. Also, remember that Amazon has an excellent return policy to help you minimize your risk. And please let us know which mini PC you would choose. Links to all these items are posted in the video description box below, and guys, when you're done, check out the next video.